So now live to KwaZulu-Natal, where we do know that currently there's a briefing underway. Let's listen in.
The ministers will also respond to questions. We just have a long comment. Over to the minister.
Which one? There are two ministers here. Which one are you referring to?
Oh yes, I'm talking about the Minister of Qatar.
I see.
Yes, the National Minister of Qatar.
I'm relieved. I was hoping it was you.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen of the media. We are here to receive and express our gratitude to the State of Qatar for the donation and to express our gratitude to our minister who keeps those relations nice and warm. Of course, we had to brief the ambassador and the Prime Minister after the Emir had spoken to the President. The Prime Minister of Qatar spoke to us because he is in charge of disaster there. The Foreign Minister spoke to our Foreign Minister. And they were the first ones, as you know, as you can see, to say that they will be here to bring some donations to assist us in terms of ensuring that, especially the people who are still in shelters, who are not at home, that their basic needs are catered for. But of course, other things that will assist, electricity, generators and so on, health things. So that's the reason we are here. And Qatar has been a very good friend of South Africa. And of course, a good friend is a friend, is an all-weather friend. When it's sunny and nice, and when it's thundering and tough. And they've shown that they are. And of course, they are the first country to arrive with help. Other diplomats have been giving us some support from the embassies, but they are the first ones to actually bring support from their capital. So I don't think I want to take more time than that. And of course, they are assisted by the Red Crescent of Qatar and our Red Cross. And they will be here not only to bring, but to see these places that have been devastated and where people are. And this will just strengthen the bonds of friendship. When you share difficult times, the bond of friendship actually strengthens. But we have been briefing them that we are looking at a phased way of dealing with this disaster. First, the humanitarian support to ensure that people who are displaced and who are homeless have their basic needs and they have a roof over their heads. But obviously we can't keep people in shelters forever. So we've started, though slowly, but we've started moving some of them to temporary residential units. And why it's a bit slow, it's because we need to get new land to put them, because we can't put them on the floodplains where their houses were washed away by the floods. We can't put them on those hills where there are mudslides. So we need to find land which is safe and secure, so that if another flood comes, we don't experience exactly the same thing. we know that because of climate change, South Africa will be roughly divided into two. The eastern part will be wetter with frequent floods. The western part will be drier with frequent droughts. So we need to prepare for those and make sure that when we rebuild, we build better, we build in a more sustainable, resilient way so that people can be secure even when there are floods in their new places. So that's why the movement to the temporary residential units is slower, because we have to keep identifying new land. That's the second phase of moving them. But of course, you know, there's lots of infrastructure that was destroyed, including the factories. There are factories that still are not yet operating, and those factories contribute a lot to the budget, to the finances of the economy. They actually contribute more than 450 million a month in rates and taxes. So when they are closed, it means the city is also suffering. So there needs to be that phase also needs to be speeded up. We are planning to actually come and also visit those areas because, as you know, the president came, but he couldn't visit the places because he was also opening the conference. So we hope that we can visit them, even if it's ministers, just so that we see for ourselves the exact damage. So that's really, in short, why we are here. And we'll forever be grateful to our, he said brotherly country, I'm going to say sisterly country. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honourable Minister. We have just a message from the Honourable Minister of International Relations.
Well, thank you very much. And thank you, Minister Dlamini Zuma, for setting out the reasons for our presence here. The colleagues in the media, good evening. Many of you would be aware that we've been having an interesting debate in South Africa about donating humanitarian support to other countries. Well, I hope today you are seeing a real example of international collaboration and solidarity through the support that the people and government of Qatar are giving to the people of the province of KwaZulu-Natal to assist following a disaster. When friends have troubles, other friends step in to assist. Countries do not live in isolation. This is part of human international solidarity. Just as South Africa, during its struggle for freedom, sought solidarity from the international community, so must South Africa, when others need help, be ready to lend a helping hand. And so what we are experiencing today is true international friendship from the people and government of Qatar. And we're most excited because this is an expansion of a relationship that has existed over a number of years. It's not the first of the partnerships we've had with Qatar. The ambassador and myself have worked closely on a number of education initiatives. They also provide support within the health sector. And so the government of Qatar is absolutely committed to ensuring that it plays its role in the international community and observes all the prescripts related to what we call both South-South, but also international solidarity. So we really welcome this massive donation. I didn't know what an M16 military aeroplane was. I now do. A fairly significant machine, able to carry a very large amount of cargo. And I'm sure that those tents, that water, those foods will be well utilized in the areas of need in the province. And thus we do thank the government through His Excellency Ambassador Al-Ansari and the colleagues from the Red Crescent Society for the assistance that they're giving to us. I am particularly excited at the fact that a team will be in KwaZulu-Natal for just over 2 weeks. I think this is incredibly important. So it's not just bringing an aeroplane load of humanitarian aid, it's also carrying out an assessment of what the needs on the ground are, what further support might be needed or rendered by the State of Qatar to the Republic of South Africa. So we welcome those colleagues who are on the ground, and I hope you in the media who are based in Natal will support them and be with them to ensure that they do get an opportunity.
That is DIRCO Minister Naledi Pandor speaking at a briefing where we do understand Qatar has just landed in South Africa providing humanitarian assistance to KwaZulu-Natal. Just an important point there that Minister Pandor indicating that a team will be in KwaZulu-Natal for 2 weeks, and it's not just an aeroplane full of humanitarian assistance but also other kind of assistance will be provided. We'll definitely get all those details from our senior reporter who's there at the media briefing, Desin Fathia. Let's go to